What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today I want to talk about an anxiety hack that completely changed my life. If you have anxiety symptoms and you want them to stop, show some patience, watch this whole video. It's not going to be that long, and let's get to work. So ironically, this hack begins whenever you are not having anxiety symptoms or whenever they're barely noticeable. Now, hear me out. Some of you are in the beginning stages. It seems like you can't catch a break, all right? Even if you can actually find 30 seconds or a minute and a half where your symptoms die down, this is where you have to apply this hack. Now, some of you, you're further along in your journey. You're getting 30 minutes a day, 4 hours a day, 8 hours a day. If you're at work, you're distracted, you notice that your symptoms go away. Some of you are just having it bad in the morning. Some of you are just having it bad in the evening. Some of you are just having bad anxiety when you get in the car or when you do go to work, right? So there's moments in your day that your symptoms are a lot more quiet. There is so much potential in these moments, whether it be a minute and a half or 4 hours, that you guys are missing out on. And trust me, I missed out on this as well. So before I share this hack with you guys, we have to first stop doing these 3 things. We are then going to replace these 3 things with the hack, and it's going to make a world of a difference. The first thing, stop taking these moments for granted. You are not truly appreciating them, or you're just going through the motions. I understand wanting to live your life and go do things or to hang out with people, and I understand that aspect of it, but don't let your foot off the gas. Don't ditch the routine. Don't ditch things that are good for your mental health just because you're having a good day or you're having a good 3 or 4 hours. There is so much potential for growth in these moments. Don't stop growing whenever you feel good or whenever your symptoms go away. I want you to be able to live your life, but there needs to be a balance. Live your life and still implement things that you were doing whenever you were having rough days. You still need to keep growing. You still need to have the lifestyle that's conductive for reducing stress so this doesn't happen in the future. This needs to be a part of who you are now. Don't get rid of it and ditch all this stuff whenever you are feeling good. So the first mistake is we take these things for granted. We just go through the motions. We're not truly appreciating it. There's no change in us in what we do aside from letting our foot off the gas whenever our symptoms are actually going down. Number 2 is self-sabotage. And what I'm talking about is either you're having 5 minutes or 2 days where things are good, and instead of appreciating those moments, still doing the things that you need to do for your mental health, you are constantly looking around the corner for those symptoms. You know, oh, it's been 10 minutes since my chest hurt. That's, dang, usually my chest is hurting. Why isn't it hurt? Oh, there it is. Dang it. I did it to myself again. Or you're having a whole 2 days and all you can think about is, when are these symptoms going to come back, right? You need to be appreciating these moments. You need to be gracious for these moments, not always looking for the symptoms to come back, because some of you are having the potential to have a week where you have no symptoms and you're making them come back in 5 hours because you're worrying about them coming back, right? Self-sabotage. And this third mistake, guys, is so frustrating, and I definitely did this to myself. When you are so used to feeling symptoms all the time, being in fight or flight, having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, having all these symptoms, multiple symptoms going on at once, and then you get those first few minutes where you feel nothing, we think that there's something deathly wrong with us. For instance, I'll give you an example with heart anxiety, which is what I had. I was so used to my heart thumping, having chest pains, feeling my blood pressure up and numbness and tingling, basically every symptom of a heart attack every single day. And I remember whenever I first started to get some moments of peace, I actually thought that my heart stopped. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh man, I don't feel my heart beating or anything. Oh my God, where's my pulse? Am I about to die? So I would have so many moments like that, and then I would then panic, and then there goes my heart. There goes my heart, and now I'm back in panic mode, and it's just basically another form of self-sabotage. So now that we have stopped those 3 things, we are now going to introduce normalizing moments without anxiety symptoms. Normalizing moments without anxiety symptoms. And what do I mean about that? I want you to think about how much negative energy and fear and focus, how much of an investment of yourself, you are providing to those moments or days that you have really bad symptoms. You're putting everything into it. Everything. All the fear, all the focus. And it's driving up your hypersensitivity, your awareness, and it's making the symptoms worse. The more that we fear them, the worse the symptoms get. How about next time when you don't have anxiety symptoms, and again, it could be for a few minutes or a few days, we normalize those moments with positive energy and gratitude instead of taking those moments for granted, being overly paranoid and self-sabotaging, or thinking that we're dying because we're not having anxiety symptoms. Now we're going to put that same amount of energy, but it's going to be positive energy, right? And a tool called gratitude that so many of you are not using. It is so powerful. So I'm going to give you an example. You're having 10 minutes where you don't have chest pain and you are feeling pretty good for the first time in a long time. Instead of just being, oh, when are they going to come back? Or, oh my God, my heart's not beating. I can't feel it for the first time in a long time. Or just going through the motions or taking it for granted, not appreciating it. Start freaking appreciating it. Have a conversation with your subconscious and normalize this situation by saying, thank you so much, subconscious. Thank you for this gift. Thank you for this reward. We need more of this. And I'm telling you, I promise you, if you do this, you will get more of these moments. For those of you that feel like you're only getting a couple minutes a day where you can relax, you will get more of these moments if you start putting in positive energy and gratitude in the moments that you have less symptoms. And if you don't have any moments where you don't have any symptoms at all, pick a moment where you have minimal, right? Or minimums of symptoms that you're struggling with. Whenever the frequency is low, whenever they're not as loud. Pick these moments. Be overly gracious. Pour in a ton of energy into these moments, just like you pour in a ton of negative energy whenever you have symptoms. Give the subconscious a reason to give you more of these moments. You have to have a conversation. Stop being so quiet. Your subconscious is 95% of you. You have to communicate with that. Let it know, this is what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is what we need. See, we don't have to be afraid, subconscious. In fact, let's go do something today. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Please keep giving me these moments. And some of you, I'm telling you, for certain symptoms, if you go all in on gratitude like I did in a few instances, your symptoms may not even come back, or those particular symptoms. There were a few symptoms that I did this with, and I'm talking about I was overly gracious, like, thank you so much. Oh my God, I'm not dying. You know, it finally went away. It had been there for like months. That means it was anxiety. Thank you so much, subconscious. Thank you for letting go. And it didn't come back. It didn't come back. And I'm telling you, the greater the positive energy, the greater the positive attitude, the greater the greater the gratitude, the more results you're going to have with this. The more results you're going to have with this. And I promise some of you, there will be a symptom or two that you've had, and whenever it dulls out and goes away, and you put this into practice, there will be a few of you watching, it won't come back at all. For those of you who are looking for more moments and more breaks without anxiety, apply this, guys. You will gain momentum. Normalize these moments, guys. Stop letting them pass by, and stop being paranoid. Stop playing the self-sabotage game whenever you feel good. Take advantage of this. This is an opportunity for you guys. If you want more help with your recovery, be sure to go down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. Tons of resources, including my course, Elite Anxiety Bootcamp. It's changing so many lives out there. Tons of downloadables and materials, 100 videos step by step to show you from the foundation to the tools to the recovery portion of your journey, how to actually recover from anxiety disorder. It takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of consistency, but if you follow that guide step by step, things get better, and for many of you, recovery will be achievable. It's changing so many people's lives out there. I want you to be a part of that. That's down below in the description and the first pinned comment. There's also links for therapy. There's Facebook groups down there, my Instagram, all that good stuff is down there. Please like this video, guys, if you got some value, and subscribe if you are new. Tons of videos like this to help you with your anxiety. And until next time, guys, keep fighting.